Alright guys, I decided to do a video on the carburetors from the tractors. Of all the mechanical parts that I have repaired, replaced, and swapped, what have you, on tractors over the years, the one part that I must admit I am just not, I'm not very lucky about servicing well has been the carburetors. And these carburetors are among the simplest carburetors ever made. They are very simple in design and functionality, extremely simple. If you take it apart and open it up, you can see what I mean. There's not many moving parts at all. In fact, the only moving part in these carburetors is really the choke, the throttle, and the float, and the float seat needle, and that's about it. Nothing else actually moves mechanically inside the carburetors. This is a Marvell Schreiber, any way you want to pronounce it. This is a Marvell number 13, which came off the 1949 Minneapolis Moline. Now these carburetors, like distributors, they should have a tag on them like this, okay? This is the one off of the 49 Moline, okay? You can see the number there. These tags are very important, okay? I purposely kept it off because I was going to do this video and show you. But you should always put the tag back on, alright? It goes on one of the screws, okay? And you should always put the tag back on any item that has the tag on it. But that tag can be very important in getting the right rebuild kit. I'm not finished working on this, that's why I didn't put the tag back on. I've had this carburetor apart literally 4 times. Cleaned it, sprayed it out, blown it out with the compressed air, everything. Just can't get it to run right. Now, it's had a repair done to it, not by me, but by somebody else years ago. Obviously, it had a leak down here, and someone patched it with some kind of epoxy, JB Weld, whatever. But that never seemed to affect it. It does not leak, and the needle here does come out. This is the power flow. I believe it's called the power flow adjustment. Right? It's a very important adjustment, and I've taken this needle completely out and I've blown it out with compressed air. This is probably one of the most important adjustments of all. Okay, that's the delivery of the fuel up to the throttle, and of course it has an air adjustment too. But I don't believe this is really the problem, although there might still be something wrong with that seat. I don't know, but at any rate, you know, like I said, I admittedly just have not been able to become good with these carburetors, and I'm determined to do so. So I've been doing a lot of research, a lot of searching online. I actually came up with a fantastic PDF file which covers the Marvell carburetors and the Zenith carburetors, which you use on the farm walls. The Zenith carburetors are like this one here. This was taken off my farm wall Super Ray. I had some problems with it years ago, and I forget exactly what it was. There was something with the throttle and the choke, but whatever. And that was taken off my 53 Super Ray. Now, aside from obviously size, look at the two of them side by side. Aside from the size of them, there's something else really very different about the two of them, which I'll show you. Got a magnet here, and you can see the magnet does not adhere. Just hit the fuel line here. Does not adhere to the carburetor, okay? Which makes me believe it's aluminum. Okay, it's aluminum or some other type of non-magnetic metal. The Marvell Schreiber, no problem. Magnet sticks to it anywhere. That's cast. So I think the cast steel is more prone to internal rust and wear and tear and breakdown, and also more prone to particles sticking to it on the inside, clogging up, etc. That's just what I believe, as opposed to the aluminum, which obviously, does not rust. So I think that is a better material to be used. But the cast iron, obviously, when I first took this carburetor apart the first time, there was in fact quite a bit of rust inside it, quite a bit. I really should have done a video. I did not. I didn't think I was going to have an ongoing problem where I would have. So, but that's the situation here. I got the molding. It is not running now. I have to keep messing with this carburetor and or get a total rebuild kit and go over it. I really don't have the proper tools, the proper screwdrivers, etc. to get those needles out. If you try to do them with a regular screwdriver, you're always going to strip them. I've been there, done that. So you got to be careful about that. So what I'm actually contemplating doing right now is I got to get that molding running. I got to move it for the winter. I have another Zenith carburetor, very similar to this one, which I took off the farm a couple of years ago. Having problems with it. I've since cleaned it out, blown it out, and although it's much smaller, the top throat is the exact same size. I flipped this upside down on top of that one. It's the exact same size. The bolts line up. So I'm toying with the idea of putting that small Zenith onto that Moline just to get it started and running so I can move it. And if I do that, I will post a video of it, and I'll show you that it works. The fuel line is a little different. The choke and the throttle is a little different, where the connections are, as well as the governor. So it's going to take some jerry rigging. I'm going to have to call my my good friend Rube Goldberg up to come over and give me a hand with this little project. But and the other thing I want to tell you guys is I've acquired an excellent PDF file, and I have it. If any of you guys are rebuilding one of these carburetors and you need help, shoot me a line, and I will gladly share the PDF file, as I have with other PDF files in the past. I hate guys that sell these things on eBay. God damn it, you got some information you can share with people that are into the same hobby, share it. Shouldn't be freaking selling it and trying to make a couple of bucks. I know everybody's got to make a buck, but you know what? When you get something for free, you should share it for free. That's my attitude. So, at any rate, if you need the PDF file, you have a farm wall or with a Zenith or a Marvel, I almost said Marvel comic book, Marvel Schreiber carburetor, give me a shout and I will send you the PDF file free of charge, no problem, and you can pass it on to everybody else. So, alright guys, just wanted to do this close-up of the carburetors, and hopefully next time I'm looking at this carburetor, it'll be on the Moline, or the Zenith will be on the Moline, I should say, and it will be running. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Hope this was helpful to some guys out there. Book 'em, Dano.